How's it going? Welcome to a new video, and in particular episode 4 of my Cine-Doc creations, where I attempt to share a piece of history and on my many travels and reveal it in a cinematic style that I really enjoy shooting. And I've just released a new vlog also about change and consistency, and I feel that the documented cinematic pieces that I've been doing are a testament to that consistency. But anyway, I digress, because what we're going to talk about now means we could travel back in time to 5,000 years to ancient Scotland and visit the water dwellings known as the crannog. So a crannog, typically and partially or entirely an artificial island, usually built in lochs, lakes and rivers of Scotland, Wales and Ireland. Basically an artificial island. Most seem to have been built as individual homes to accommodate extended families, similar to settlements that you'd find throughout the rest of Europe. The earliest loch dwellings in Scotland date back to some sort of 5,000 years, but people built modified and reused crannogs in Scotland up until the 17th century. In the Highlands and Perthshire, prehistoric crannogs were originally timber-built roundhouses supported on piles or stilts driven into the loch bed. The word crannog derives from the Old Irish crannog, which refers to the wooden structure or vessel stemming from cran, which means tree, plus that diminutive ending, which literally means young tree. But like a lot of these words and their etymology, the Scottish and Welsh version, and indeed the English translations, they've all changed over the years, but essentially all mean a similar thing, but from that country and its dialect at the time. The one that you're going to see, this where I filmed, was last year for Channel 4 and set in Loch Tay, near Kenmore, on the mouth of the River Tay. And while it's not an original crannog dating back hundreds of years, it's a true representation of what one would have looked like. So this crannog reconstruction, it forms a focal point for the Scottish Crannog Centre, which is where I was, and it was built by the Scottish Trust for Underwater Archaeology. It was created to promote and research the recording and preservation and interpretation of Scotland's underwater heritage. The Scottish Trust for Underwater Archaeology owns and operates the Scottish Crannog Centre, and archaeologists from the Trust they've been diving to explore crannogs of Loch Tay since 1980. So the centre was recreated at loch-dwelling, was built as an experiment based on excavation results from 2,500-year-old Oakbank Crannog, which was located on the other side of Loch Tay. And the centre brings in this archaeological evidence to life, and the Trust aims to ensure the explorations, such as those carried out on the other side, is continued and early life of Iron Age is unveiled. When I filmed there, I was so taken with the place, with this loving recreation of Scottish history, which is interactive as well as visual, and it formed part of the narrative of the story of which we were filming at the time. But it was also nice to meet the team responsible for it, and the running and the upkeep and the part that they play within this Scottish history and the recreation of it all. It's well worth a visit, and it's a great day out for, on your own and with families alike. Photographers and filmmakers and creators, you'd have a ball. There's so much stuff there to photograph and film, and even if you're not there to do that, there's so much else to see. Landscapes, castles, have something to eat, pubs, restaurants, you name it, everything there. You can easily spend a weekend, if not a week, exploring the place. And if water sports is your thing, you're right on Loch Tay and the River Tay, where they do epic rafting and kayaking. But I can link everything and everyone down in the description below. But I wanted to share this piece of Scottish history and architecture in my style, like I've done with so many others. And this is a nice lead on from my Black Houses video, which is episode 3 that I recently released also. The history and the cinematic is definitely my thing, the smashing together, and I'm just showing it off. I guess I'll certainly keep the theme going. I think in terms of consistency on my last vlog, I'd quite like to keep doing this because it's interesting and I enjoy the editing process. So if you have any suggestions or places I should maybe check out that are little known in history that maybe don't get as documented, or I'd love to hear about it. I'd also like to hear what you think about what I've been doing with these videos in particular, and if there's something that you enjoy. And thank you again for continued support and the likes. But don't forget to like the video and indeed subscribe if you haven't already. It's been an interesting couple of years as I've developed this channel, but it seems to be going on, and I hope you enjoy this piece also, and I will see you on the next one. So thank you once again.